found this recipe. I will put it up on the screen. I've printed out a teeny tiny piece of paper. I'll put it on the screen for scones. It's a simple scone mixture, but the lady says you can make them in the pressure cooker. So that's what I'm going to try and do today. My pressure cooker is a Drew & Cole Pressure King Pro 5 litre. I have made many successful cakes in it, and I've made plenty of nice meals, but I've never tried baking scones in it. So I'm going to give that a go. I'll link my pressure cooker below and anything else that I use on the way that I think you might find useful, but you know. And yeah, I'm going to have a go at making scones in the pressure cooker. However, I have just discovered that I've broken my tripod, so whether we'll successfully film that or not remains to be seen. So, the recipe calls for 8 ounces of self-raising flour with 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I am going to take the spoon out. I've just left it there so that you can see that I'd done it. 1 ounce of sugar, which I don't think seems very much for scones, and 2 ounces of dried fruit, and 2 ounces of butter or margarine. And the instructions say, oh, and enough milk to bind it together. I haven't got the milk out yet. The instructions say, rub the fat into the flour, add the sugar and fruit, add enough milk to bind together, cut it out and cook it, basically. So that's what I'm going to do.
Let your body take control. You're on my mind, baby. Just move a little closer. And I say, oh, it's a night we'll both remember. Oh, sweet surrender. Oh, we're moving close together. Wanna make your body mine through the night. Hot and sweet through the night. Let's get out fast and slow. I wanna get to know you. I know a place where we can go. It's just around the corner. And I say, oh, it's a night we'll both remember. Oh, sweet surrender. Oh, we're moving close together.
The butter's been rubbed in. I wouldn't say I've got breadcrumbs, but then it didn't say anything about breadcrumbs. It just said rub it in, so I've rubbed it in. And then it says add these ingredients. In there you go. Mix them in.
We're moving close together. Wanna make your body mine through the night. Ooh.
And then add enough milk to bind it together. So I shall do this gradually in the hopes it doesn't go wrong.
Wanna make your body mine. Wanna make your body mine. Make your body mine. Through the night. It's a night we'll both remember. Hot and sweet. It's a night we'll both remember. Hot and sweet.
Okay, I wish I'd measured how much milk it had taken so I could have told you guys, but I didn't, so never mind.
Here she comes like the rays of the sun.
I'm not going to cut it into traditional round scones. I don't know why I'm not going to do that. Why am I not going to do that? Because I feel that it would be difficult to stick in the pressure cooker that way anyway. I'm going to score the top so that hopefully when it comes out it's got a shape to it. And I'm going to put it in the pressure cooker like that, but I'm going to put it in a paper liner so that it doesn't stick to the bottom, I hope.
Here she comes like a rays of the sun, she shines. 10 out of 10, Lord, she's no less than a dime. Sets my soul on.
Okay, so I've got that in there. I put it in a paper case. These are just the large paper cases that you can buy in packs of 10 or 20 in the supermarket. I've got my silicone trivet in there as well. I'm not sure whether this is the best idea, whether I'd be better off baking on the base of the oven, I don't know, but I've put my trivet in and we'll find out, because at the end of the day this is just a trial run. So I'll also link to the trivet below. The trivet is fantastic for when you don't want to put stuff all the way down or when you want to do stuff on 2 layers. So I'm going to put the lid on. And then you leave the valve open. So I'm trying to, my tripod's broken, try not to drop you guys. So you leave the valve to the open position because you're not actually pressure cooking, you're just baking. And according to my little recipe, it says 50 minutes on cake or meat if no cake option. I don't have a cake option on this, a cake option is on the 6 litre, I believe. So I'm going to press meat, increase the time to 50 minutes. Oh, down again, and away it goes. And we'll come back in sort of 50 minutes or so, believe it or not, and see how it's doing. Okay, I don't know if you can make that out, but this word here says end now. I think it's a bit blurry on the screen. I'm going to open the lid, and hopefully we've got scones. Move it closer. Okay, so we have got, it is baked. It doesn't go brown, obviously, because it's in the pressure cooker, but I don't care whether my scones are brown or not, to be honest. It is baked. I'm pretty sure it's baked. Anyway, I'm going to take it out and break it open. This is my silicone trivet, by the way. These are fantastic. I will link those. They are designed for the Instant Pot, but you can use it in any pressure cooker, obviously. There we go, there's my scone. Tea towel, clean tea towel, hang on. There we go, clean fresh tea towel straight out the drawer. Bit old and tatty, but it is clean and fresh. Turn that over. It didn't, unfortunately, break along the line that I wanted to break down. Didn't break along the line I scored it along. But it is cooked. It is scone-like on the inside. I'm going to sprinkle the top with some caster sugar, because I think that will make it look nice, even though it isn't brown. Looks pretty good. I'm quite pleased with that. See if I can cut a tidy piece from the bit where it broke. It is a nice texture inside. It's not hugely risen, however, before Before I blame the PKP for that, the Pressure King, the pressure cooker, I would blame the fact that my baking powder is probably about 5 years old, and my flour might be as old as that as well. So in fairness, it could be the fact that my baking powder has lost its zing that's meant it hasn't risen very much. But it is a nice texture inside. Try a spot of butter on it. It's still very warm. Don't know if my face is in. Good. It's good, it's cooked, it's fluffy, it's very scone-like. That's a win. That's successful. I'm very pleased with that. I will do them again. It'll be interesting to buy decent baking powder and start again and see if they come out better with new baking powder. But I'm very, very pleased with that. Yay! That is scones cooked in the pressure cooker. Simple recipe.